Hello guys, this is Michiko and welcome back to KALPA. Yes, this is a video without the CBT written on it because KALPA has been released for over a week ago and I hadn't had the chance to make this general overview video because I was still busy on my finals. So I am fine right now. I'm just preparing for the next semester, and meanwhile I wanted to get you guys into the game just as a general overview because there has been some changes since the closed beta test and a lot of new features that got added as well. So let's just get right into it, and we'll be starting off from the weekly quest. Yes, you can get daily rewards when you log in, and as you can see, there is some details on when can you log in to get your prize over here, and it's all random. It's all random on everyone's account. At least I think it is. Also, these are star fragments. Star fragments are the in-game currency, as you would say. So energy over here can be used to play songs, to unlock stages on Constellation, whilst these star fragments can be used to boost up to for you to play on free play and get more energy, star energy. And these are the currency that's used for buying music packs. Alright, let's just not get too far into that. When you log into the game using your ID and then your nickname and then your password, whatever, there is a certain amount of character limits. If I remember, it was between 6 to 12 or whatever. You can probably do that yourself by the time you're logging in. But since I've logged in before the initial release, I got the early bird icon, and as you can see, there is a lot more over here. We do have performing KALPA. I'm guessing you'll be able to get that once you've completed COSMOS. And we do have 3 new characters. You have Iris, Libera, and Asenmero. So by the time I'm releasing this video, I haven't uploading the Asenmero songs because they actually featured it on the closed beta test, but I didn't get a chance to cover their 5 songs that much. We do have borders over here that you can get either from like these kinds of missions over 500,000 score on COSMOS mode and use booster or whatever. And then there's titles, like you can check them yourselves, but here's me scrolling between them. There's 12 backgrounds. They are dependent on the characters that you unlock. And wait, here's the backgrounds. See? Alright, so that's all done. There's the achievements. Yeah, the achievements has been revamped a little bit. They've reworded the description of it, so it's been described a little bit better and now featured borders, titles, and star energy as the not star energy, star fragments as some of the rewards, which is good. This is the announcement tab. I actually never even opened this, so yeah, this is the announcement. Officially released on February 11th. There's open events, discounts on various items and music packs. Yes, there is something else that's being sold. We'll get into that later. Can I even exit this? Oh, never mind. That's a weekly quest, and there's actually story if you wanted to, but you can't. I probably won't make a video out of it, so if you guys want to check it out, just click on prologue. So this shop over here is called Pleiades. So we have star fragments which are sold with bonuses as well. So what I have right here is an Indonesian rupiah, so you can probably convert that into your own currency. And yeah, this is pretty pricey. So the music packs themselves are priced at 500 star fragments, but there is a 10% sale from the initial release of the game, and they do have quite a few songs like If you've watched the release trailer of KALPA, they featured this song. This is Aeronautica by feat.10, and there's ATSC, Blackfire, Connection, Second Revolution, and then here's Libera with Oh Corosso. Alright. There's even a I think this is a commissioned song, because who the heck makes a song titled Revival of KALPA if it's not for KALPA? And then there's Soda Pop. And then Asemero is technically free. You can get it without spending any star fragments, without buying it, but the price is monstrously expensive. 80k star energy. And then it has a 12% sale for only 70,000. But still, that is so much. And I think that some of the songs from the CBT was moved, because I don't even remember them having Voxel Adventure over here. So yeah, and if you've seen my CBT videos as well, I tried to cycle through the various skins that are available at the time, but now they're sold as aesthetics. I low-key love the hologram skin, but now it's so goddamn expensive. It's worth more than the freaking song packs themselves. What the fuck? But anyway, other than that, you could get these backgrounds over here once you've bought the note skin. So these are the backgrounds that would appear when you select the skin and play a song. So I think that's pretty much it for the Pleiades. And then let's get into the main mechanic that you will be doing for grinding the whole game, which is Constellation. So the Constellation system over here is based on the difficulties, and your main objective is to collect star energy to unlock later levels and collect stars. The stars from each stage over here. What we have right now on KALPA, this is KALPA's Constellation. KALPA is not only the title of the game, but also the character. Don't get that mixed too much. We have 10 free songs. Technically, we have 10 free songs plus 5 if you grind it for Asemero. And there's normal, hard, hard plus, arcade, KALPA, and COSMOS. So I think you can check on the wiki, KALPA fandom wiki, for more details about the pricing of these, but they are definitely a hell to grind. And as you can see from the requirements of the stars, I need to grind 120, so that means I need to play a full difficulty, which I've already done on normal. I'm planning to play on hard and then hard plus as well, so that means I can unlock KALPA. And here 200s, so I'm guessing you need to play normal, hard, hard plus, and arcade, all 5 stars, only to unlock KALPA. Well, I don't think you need to play on arcade, because that could be about 200. Yeah, about 200 is enough. You don't need to play everything and get 5 stars to unlock COSMOS. But the problem here is that COSMOS itself is a really complicated game mode. COSMOS over here, as you can see over here, there's 3 question marks over here. These are the amount of songs that you need to play. And what's hidden over here are irregular charts. So they'll when they appear when you play randomly. So the price to play over here is 800 energy, and every time you play, you will be given a set song list from the difficulty of hard plus, arcade, and KALPA, and you need to play them in order to unlock the irregular charts. And the irregular charts mostly just comes in at random, so it's RNG based. You gotta be lucky to encounter the irregular charts. But the problem with the irregular charts themselves, it's really ridiculously hard. Like, you need to have the skills of playing the game in 5 fingers just to clear the charts themselves. And this is why the game is pretty much optimized, and like every other rhythm game is optimized for tablet players because they have a larger screen real estate, and because of that large screen they can use multiple fingers, and that is definitely a setback for mobile phone players, especially for me. Back on the closed beta test, I've been grinding so hard. I've encountered multiple irregular charts, and yet I can't clear them because they were so hard. They are even harder than KALPA itself. You can probably search on YouTube of people perfecting those. I think there's a Korean player and EK himself have played one of the irregular charts over here. So that's basically the whole goal for the game. Your main goal is to unlock all of those difficulties, but by default you should be able to play normal freely. And yeah, that's the problem. You need to unlock in Constellation for these charts. Normal, they'll be unlocked automatically. Hard as well, it's done. It's just to introduce the game. And as you can see when I scroll over here, this is thumb mode. Normal, hard, and hard plus are technically thumb mode, where you can play the game just using 2 fingers or your thumbs. But once you step on arcade, that's where you need multiple fingers, probably 3, 4, or even 5 occasionally on KALPA or irregular. So irregular itself, once you've cleared it on Constellation, it'll change the name from irregular to COSMOS, because COSMOS is the final difficulty name for it. And you'll be able to access that once you've completed a run in Constellation with an irregular chart that you've just cleared. That's the thing. That is the grinding of the game. So let's check on the settings before we get into the gameplay. So we have pan light, fancy effects, and hit effects. You can disable all of those if your phone isn't really that powerful enough to play the game. And in here we do have a really cool sync adjustment. It's kind of like on Archaea, where yeah, it's kind of like on Archaea and Tone Sphere, where you could just the tray, ding ding. See, it's as simple as that. And yes, you've seen some Korean characters over there. I mean, it's fine. It's probably on their end that failed to translate it for that section of the game. And one of the cooler things is that if you've seen official gameplay of KALPA from their YouTube channel, their setup is this, but on a tablet. But luckily, if you really don't want to squint and play the notes like this, you can widen it up, white pudding style, whatever. You can change it to default and you can just save. You could modify the note speed over here as well. I'll set it up to 4.5, and there is another new feature. This is sudden. So if you've played demo before, you might prefer playing it by using what's called a demo cover that covers the top half of the screen, and then you'll just play it on a much smaller speed, like 2.0 that I just did over there. It's made so the notes that come down will be slower and be much more compact, but with the cover you can still get the sense of instant spawning of the note, like it just appears right in the middle of the playfield over here, so that you can still hit it perfectly with your preferred offset. But for my demonstration, I'll be turning the panel off. Sound, that's fine, and you can even adjust the vibration. What? I didn't even notice that. That's good, because every time you hit a note, there's a slight vibration. You can turn that off over here. The account, and now it has Google Play Games account sync, or if you're on iOS, the equivalent of that, etc. That's their SNS, their links, whatever. I've linked their Twitter and Discord server on the description down below. Now let's get into the gameplay. I'll be playing the hardest hard chart over here. I think Encore will be good. So let's check over here. We do have some node modes. There's mirror and there's random. The random over here is just them switching the lanes, not necessarily the nodes themselves. They switch the position of the lanes, but the charting is still the same. That's good. And then there are game modes as well, play modes. So I've actually requested them back in the CBT to add an incentive on using the play modes like risk and all combo, and a 600% increase when you're playing on an all perfect run, which is a really good incentive to beat a chart perfectly. But for now, I'm just going to be playing risk. There's a skin, there's a node speed, and there's the boost if you wanted to use it or not to get more star energy. Let's start. Oh my god, this video is so long, it's already 16 minutes. And another cool thing is that you're able to slide the nodes. See? You're able to slide nodes. Also, if you're playing on risk mode, it starts on the gauge that you're seeing over on the left over there at 100% or whatever. I didn't pay that much attention to it, but if it falls to 0, then yeah, you're done. And here's the value of when a node is missed. If I can get a chance, it's hard to get my instinct to miss a note. Yeah, so if you're playing on risk mode, it decreases the gauge level to -15. And if you're playing on no mods whatsoever, on the normal play mode, it will just decrease to about 8%? Around like that. At least it's less than 10%. And the gauge is actually really important if you're playing on Constellation as well, because the percentage of your gauge dictates how many stars that you'll be getting on that particular run. So let's say if you've gotten to 90% of the gauge while you're playing Constellation, you'll only be getting 4 stars. But if you get to 95 to 100, you'll be able to get 5 stars. So yeah, that's a pretty good score for a normal run. So let's check on the experience of playing in a much harder mode. This is arcade, or you know what, let's play hard plus. We'll play hard plus and then arcade, just to show off the 3 difficulties that you'll probably be needing on your game, on your playthrough. So this is A11 cross, and this is the hard plus level 10. Oh, and another thing, the difficulty has been reassessed, has been changed. So what was once the highest difficulty on the game for a hard 17 for thumb mode, which is, if I remember correctly, it was Phoenix Wing by Cashew. It was once a hard plus level 17, but now it's been changed to 15. I think they've done that just because something's a little bit too high, and I could see that as a resemblance to the difficulty rating system like La Nota. Yeah, this isn't really that exciting because I haven't even grinded the game yet. ever since its release, because it was released right at the start of my finals, of my semester finals. Also, what do I hope for the game to do in the future? Probably more songs for KALPA. Like 10 songs on the initial release is already good, and considering that you have like 6 difficulties to chart, and they have, so KALPA has 10 songs, Asenmero, and the 2 other Constellation music packs on the store has 5, so that's already about 25 songs on their first release. Like, that is insane. Alright, so yeah, HP is 100, that means I got 5 stars. And when you're playing on normal, hard plus, and arcade, at least your extra star energy bonus will be more than what you've used to play the level itself. But once you're getting into KALPA and even COSMOS, you wouldn't get that same output even if you played it perfectly, even if you played it with a full combo, or even all perfect. Just don't know, I really don't know why about their reward system. So this is 300 energy, and we'll be seeing if we can get over 300 as bonus or not. So arcade over here, see? Multi-finger mode. Yeah, this is still a bit low, but arcade just acts as a difficulty to introduce much of the needed multi-finger patterns that you'll be seeing on KALPA and Irregular / COSMOS. Let's try and miss a note. Okay, that decreased to -10, which is interesting. I think on COSMOS, that's where the risk gauge from free play actually applies, where a single miss could lead you to a -15 gauge drop. Yes, you can do that with the whole sliding thing. Oh, didn't even see that was a hold. Can we get to 100? Yes, we can. Oh, notification. Okay. We got 400, so that means we got 100 energy back. Which is really not enough. Like, I've spent 300 in here, that is not a net positive. But at the very least, it's not a complete loss. So let's check on the achievement itself. Oh, 3000 energy, nice. Okay. So yeah, you can definitely see the potential of the game, and for my participation in the whole development of the game as a playtester, like I think Quesera Games, who made KALPA, has been really active on responding to criticisms, to feedbacks, and suggestions to improve the game itself, because this was initially a crowdfunding game on Tumblebug, if I remember correctly, the crowdfunding platform that they've done, and they've actually rewarded those who supported the game on Tumblebug a special version of KALPA that has backers exclusive songs, which they've should give them in their own special versions of the game. You can probably search that on YouTube as well, because I do think that there's one song that has a COSMOS chart which is so dope, but it's only exclusive to the Tumblebug backers. And they've also released a CD as well. I don't know why, but okay. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions or suggestions of the game, you can probably do that. Put it in the comment section down below. You can follow Quesera Games KALPA on the socials that I've linked below. You can even join the Discord server, because you can put your scores, you can talk to the people who play the game on the server as well, and you can give them bug reports and feedback to the game. They are really they managed it really well. They even replied to Google Play Store comments, like ratings, wow, reviews. Yeah, that's the word. So yeah, I think that's it for a video. I'm still going to be posting the closed beta test footage over the next 2 weeks or so, and then I'll be starting to show you off the newly improved stuff, like the new charts, or probably the old ones but already have been revamped on the channel. And if you're watching this on the day this video was released, bonus for you, I'll be doing a grinding live stream of KALPA and Takumi Cubic. So we'll be grinding the hell out of Constellation, and my target is to at least unlock KALPA on that live stream. So that is about 2 hours from now. I'll see you there, and as always, thanks for watching.